We saw this Bitcoin setup and macro event before, and everyone who is selling on this Bitcoin price we are at right now cried later. We filled exactly as predicted the CME gap, and of course, this is a really good thing in the market. We are right now heading towards our first resistance point. But if we break this level, we can see much upside for Bitcoin. We are in extreme fear, and history tells us that if we bought every single time in extreme fear on Bitcoin, we would have been in a massive profit in the future. These drops that we are seeing right now are pretty normal on Bitcoin, and we can see that after a drop we have right now, we pumped the first time 120%, the second time 67%, and that is also what I'm expecting next for Bitcoin. But first of all, please make sure to follow me over on X to never miss something throughout the day in crypto. You can join my free Telegram link in the bio, and of course please make sure to subscribe over on my YouTube channel, like this daily update video if you love those updates, and we will dive right away into the chart for now, because this chart is really exciting. Because in 2019 we also had a shutdown from the US government, and on 9 January in 2019 the shutdown ends, and from the exact moment the shutdown ended, we saw a major dump in the crypto market of approximately 17.6%. And that is exactly what we are seeing right now. We also see a 16% dump for now. This is quite similar as we have seen in 2019, but what comes afterwards was a massive pump of approximately 80% on Bitcoin. And if we zoom out, the price went even further towards the upside. This was your chance, your last chance to buy your Bitcoin at a cheaper price. Next, Bitcoin exploded and you would never be able to buy your Bitcoin at 3.3k. Right now, we saw that shutdown getting ended by the US government. We dropped towards the downside also 16%. And I'm expecting the next move to be up for Bitcoin, and that this is your last chance to pick up your Bitcoin around the $90,000. Very important thing to know is if the US government shutdowns and the price drops, this is literally the best moment for institutions and the US economy to drop the markets, because they can literally pick up Bitcoin right now with 17% discount. And do you think they are not scaling in right now? That is really naive, because they're literally buying Bitcoin at a lower price, and you are selling your Bitcoin towards those institutions. This is the best scenario that the US institution could get after a US government shutdown. Push the price lower, everyone is fair, and push the price further on towards the upside, and you are selling your Bitcoin towards these institutions, and you are missing out of the next major leg towards the upside for Bitcoin. Also, a thing we have been discussing in this market is the CME gap of 92.4k. And yesterday we have filled the CME gap, and right now we are seeing some buy momentum getting into Bitcoin, which is a good thing to see. So this one, the CME gap, is cleared for now. We have no real CME gaps below us. So right now all the institutional orders, all the gaps have been filled by Bitcoin, and this is a massive thing to see. Why? Because Bitcoin pushed towards the upside. We had a CME gap right over here. That means that all the orders that were in this CME gap didn't get filled by the institutions. And if they want to buy Bitcoin at $92,000, they are literally pushing the price down towards their orders to buy back in there and move further towards the upside. And that is exactly the game they have been playing right now. But the game is ending because they have been filled on their orders, and now they want to push the price higher to be in a very nice profit again. This is a theory that literally every single time unfolds for Bitcoin and also for stocks, etc. And right now we are seeing the exact same setup again here. And you literally are selling your Bitcoin, if you sell it right now, directly towards these institutions before pushing the price higher. So please keep that in mind. Of course, we saw a pump from the lower side here towards the upside. A thing you really want to keep in mind is we have much resistance above us, and that is something we need to gain to start the next leg towards the upside. Right now, we started this move towards the upside and we are rejecting our first zone. But a real thing is that we are not dumping way harder towards our support zone. So we are fighting, the sell and buy orders are fighting to push the price higher, which is a good thing to see, because that means that there are not only sell orders but also buy orders in the market. So right now my game plan is I want to see this level getting gained, retested, and that is where I'm opening up a position on Bitcoin from around $91,000, $92,000. That is your last chance to buy your Bitcoin at such a low price, and I will trade it towards the next resistance zone here. Please keep in mind, we are still in a downtrend. Every single resistance zone here will probably get sells. So that means that if we tap in a resistance zone, then we will probably drop a little bit. That's not a problem, but we need to take profits on those levels. If we dump further towards the upside, we have our profits in the bag. So that is what I'm looking for. I want to see a clear gain of this level, get an order in right here. If we gain this level very clear and a perfect retest, I'm gonna scale in on that one as well, exactly the same as the higher levels. Also with this green zone, I want to see the price coming in, creating a change of character and doing some nice things with the candles here, to not lose this low. That is a really important thing. Make a higher low, move towards the upside, and see this structure. So there are structures forming on Bitcoin, which is really good to see. And if you want to trade those structures by yourself, please make sure to sign up through the link in the description on WeX. You will have the best trading circumstances possible. And if I'm sharing these trades here live in the video or over on my X channel and in my Telegram channel, please make sure to sign up through the link in the description to trade it by yourself, and I will keep you posted about those trades in the X, YouTube, and Telegram channel. So for that right now, we are looking at the fear and greed and price chart on chain. Every single time we saw this fear in the white boxes, that was the exact moment, that was the best opportunity to buy your Bitcoin. And right now we are seeing it exactly again here. So every time you bought this white box, you would be in a nice profit. And right now we are seeing that chance unfolding once again. So history tells us that if you buy in fear, you would be in a major profit in the future. And that is exactly what we are seeing right now. And yeah, of course, maybe we can drop towards 85k, but believe me, the relief bounce would be so very fast on Bitcoin that even if you buy right here and price drops further towards the downside and scale in more, in literally upcoming months or years, you will be in a massive profit. But for now, it maybe is a little bit more bearish. But overall, look at this trend towards the upside. We're still in an uptrend on Bitcoin, and these are the chances you need to take to buy your Bitcoin. We are still creating higher lows, we create a higher high. So there is, in the trend terms, not really much fear. But you can see that every single box you bought, you would be in a profit in a few months after. Also with that, I want to tell about this chart. Every single time in this bull market, we saw a drop of approximately 30%. And that's pretty normal, and we all know that it's normal, so why would we need to be bearish right now? We saw a 34% dump towards the downside. We saw also a 120% pump towards the upside. We saw a 32% towards the downside. We also saw a 67% towards the upside. And of course, we are seeing a 30% dump right now. But history tells us that every single dump was a really good time to buy your Bitcoin, because prices pumps afterwards. And every single time you are making the wrong decision to buy your sell your Bitcoin at the exact bottom. But please change your strategy and buy it at the lower side of the dump right now. And of course, we all don't know when price stops dumping. But what I do know, if you were interested in buying Bitcoin at these prices, this is a discount price you will never get again on Bitcoin. And we will probably pump further towards the upside, and you will be glad you watched this video and take my advice. To end that, please make sure to follow me over on X. You will never miss something in crypto ever again. And please make sure to subscribe over on my YouTube channel. Like this daily update video if you love those updates. And I will see you tomorrow by a brand new Crypto Daily Update video.